Hello and welcome to another video. So today I'm actually going to do another version of a video I've already done. This one is the RuPaul's Drag Race Queens who have hooked up. This video already existed on my channel as a text-only video, but recently I've started doing voiceover videos, and I've had so many comments, people saying they much prefer the voiceovers, so I've decided that I'm going to recreate some of my previous videos as voiceovers. I'm still going to keep the text-only ones, but this is just a new version. But just to be clear, this is the same content as the previous version of the video, but this one has a voiceover instead. People have been saying they prefer the voiceover because it's a bit more accessible, they can do other things while listening. Also, some people have difficulty reading the text, whether it's a language barrier or something like that, so they prefer the voice. And I am, of course, a man of the people, so I'm doing this to try and help you out. I hope you enjoy, and thank you for watching. So, there have been over 150 contestants on RuPaul's Drag Race since it debuted in 2009. The drag world is kind of small, so it's hardly surprising that some of the Drag Race contestants have hooked up, which is known as a kai-kai. So, here are some RuPaul's Drag Race queens who have kai-kai'd that you may not have known about. Bob the Drag Queen and Miz Cracker. Bob the Drag Queen competed on Season 8 and won. Miz Cracker competed on Season 10 and All Stars 5, placing 5th and runner-up respectively. Bob was actually the one who put Miz Cracker in drag for the first time as part of a marriage equality march, and Bob is also Miz Cracker's drag mother. But what you may not know is that these queens actually hooked up before either of them appeared on Drag Race. In an interview, Bob described how he met Miz Cracker on the streets in New York. Bob was apparently trying to carry a broken bookcase back to his apartment that he saw on the street that he liked, and then this tiny little guy came up to him and asked if he needed help. Bob said that the two of them managed to get the bookcase back to his apartment, and then he said, "And then we effed." That tiny little guy that he saw on the street was actually Miz Cracker, and it was before Miz Cracker ever started doing drag, and the two of them hooked up a few more times and have been doing drag together for a long time. And the two of them have remained good friends over the years. Jinkx Monsoon and Magnolia Crawford. Jinkx Monsoon competed on Season 5 and won. Magnolia Crawford competed on Season 6 and was the first queen to be eliminated in her group. In an interview, Jinkx once said that she met Magnolia in Seattle many years ago before either of them was on Drag Race. At the time, Jinkx hadn't fully embraced being a drag queen, so she didn't tell anybody, and Magnolia was also on a hiatus from drag at the time. Jinkx said that they ended up sleeping together on their second date, and the sex was great. Later, Jinkx went on to win Season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race, and then heard that Magnolia was going to be on Season 6. Jinkx said that when she heard Magnolia was going to be on Season 6, she was excited because she could tell everyone that she had hooked up with a Ru girl. However, she then joked that when she actually saw Magnolia's episode, she decided not to tell anybody, basically making a joke about Magnolia's early elimination. Magnolia's real name is Reynolds Engelhardt, and he retired from drag after the show and sees drag as more of a hobby now. Derrick, Barry and Shannel. Derrick competed on Season 8 and All Stars 5, placing 5th and 10th respectively. Shannel competed on Season 1 and All Stars 1, placing 4th and 3rd respectively. Both of them have confirmed in interviews that they had a brief relationship for around 6 months when Derrick first moved to Las Vegas. Shannel said that she even painted Derrick's first apartment in Las Vegas because she loves interior design and Derrick's apartment was really dull and boring. Derrick said that Shannel was not really very supportive of her doing drag outside of Britney Spears impersonation, and Shannel didn't think that Derrick was at the same level as her, which ultimately led to their breakup. Derrick also said that she doesn't think it's a good idea for drag queens to date because it causes too much tension, which is kind of ironic, and you will find out why now. Derrick Barry and Nebraska. Nebraska was a guest on the Season 5 Makeover Challenge and was paired with Alaska, hence the name. The task was to put military veterans into drag, and Nebraska, who was the military veteran, continued to do drag after the show. Nebraska has been in a throuple, or three-way relationship, with Derrick Barry and Nick San Pedro for 8 years. Derrick had been in a relationship with Nick, who's a painter, not a drag queen, for about 7 years before they met Nebraska and then became a throuple. The three of them have been very supportive about their polyamorous relationship and have, quote, zero regrets. Tayce and A'Whora. Tayce competed on season 2 of Drag Race UK and placed runner-up. A'Whora also competed on season 2 of Drag Race UK and placed 5th. While they were both on the show, they hinted heavily that they had hooked up with each other at some point in the past. They also mentioned on the show that they had moved in together during the lockdown, which further fueled rumours that they were in some kind of relationship. A'Whora has admitted that they, quote, amped up their relationship on the show because they knew it would make good TV and it would get them more airtime. However, it appears that the two of them are just friends now, but from what it sounds like, they probably at some point in the past most likely hooked up. Manila Luzon and Sahara Davenport. Manila Luzon competed on season 3, All Stars 1 and All Stars 4, placing 2nd, 7th and 6th respectively. Sahara Davenport competed on season 2 and placed 7th. The two of them were in a relationship until Sahara sadly passed away due to heart failure in 2012. Manila led the tribute to Sahara's life and said she wanted to carry on her legacy. Manila has luckily now found happiness and she got married to her long-term boyfriend Michael in 2017. Bob the Drag Queen and Alexis Michelle. Alexis Michelle competed on season 9 and placed 5th. It's been confirmed that Alexis once went on a date with the season 8 winner, Bob the Drag Queen. On the date, they apparently ended up watching each other's audition tapes for Drag Race. Sharon Needles and Alaska. Sharon Needles competed on season 4 and won. Alaska competed on season 5 and All Stars 2, placing runner-up and winner respectively. It's very common knowledge that the two of them dated for around 4 years and broke up in 2013. They were still dating when both of them competed on their respective seasons of Drag Race. Alaska has since said that their relationship was tumultuous at times and that Alaska was really jealous when Sharon got cast on Drag Race before her. However, the two of them have remained friends over the years and they seem to be on very good terms now. So, did any of these kai surprise you? Did you know about any of these already? Apart from when you watched my last video, obviously. And are there any kai-kais that were missed out? If so, please comment below. Thank you once again for watching these videos. I hope you like the voiceover and you found this video entertaining. Please let me know what you think of me redoing my old videos as voiceover. And as usual, please don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe, please subscribe because it really helps. Currently, only about 1% of people watching are actually subscribed, which makes me so sad. So please just click that subscribe button, and if you want, ring the bell to get notified for my future videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you will join me again for another video in the future. Thank you, bye!